Alrighty everybody, now that we did Goku yesterday, we're going to look at all my Vegeta statues to determine which is the best Vegeta statue. I have over 20 plus Vegeta statues from first arrival until Super Saiyan 4. So we're going to check it out, including life-size bust, 1/4, 1/6, every single scale, and determine what is the best Vegeta statue. Let's see. Alrighty, so before we get in the top 10, I do have to do a few honorable mentions. Statues I really love, wanted to include in the top 10, but they just couldn't make the cut. So of this, I'm gonna have to do these three right here. They made the top 10 Goku, but they did not make the top 10 Vegeta. I think they're phenomenal statues, but they just did not make the cut. And one other one that, there's two others actually I want to mention. Yume Vegeta. This actually gets some hate, but this honestly is one of the most anime accurate Super Vegeta statues out there. This is a better sculpt than Prime 1 Vegeta, believe it or not. It's more anime accurate and has more detail. This actually has texture detail where Prime 1 did not. This is a phenomenal statue. You know, it's just simplistic, and I hate the Japanese logo. I hate that so much. I wish it was in English. The other honorable mention is KD Vegeta versus 19. Amazing statue, super dynamic. I love how he's ripping off his arms. It's just that Vegeta face sculpt is so off. It's like, who the heck is that? Is that Vegeta's stunt double? So they really effed up big time on that face sculpt. So that's one reason it just can't make my top 10, because that face sculpt is so bad. It's like a 2 out of 10 face sculpt, no joke. But the rest of the statue is like a 9 out of 10 good. So it's a big shame that they really messed up bad on that face sculpt. So yeah, those are just the honorable ones of amazing statues I wanted to include, but just couldn't, because there's just better Vegeta statues out there. So let's get to the top 10. Alright, to start things out at number 10, we got the Exceed Vegeta Arrival. This is an absolutely phenomenal Vegeta statue. I'm going to turn the lights on, just disregard the background noise so you can see this better. Quite a big statue for a 1/6 because it has that giant space pod, but you got a Vegeta themed base with rocks. You got the entire space pod that he flew in. And the sculpt on Vegeta is just so well done. The way his hair is flowing, his sinister look, he's grabbing onto the pod to step out and just wreak havoc on Earth. Such an amazing Vegeta statue. It's super, super heavy as well. That thing weighs so much. I had to put double glass to ensure it wouldn't fall, but it looks better up high. But I love it. Had to make top 10 best Vegeta statues. So this is number 10, on to number 9. Alrighty, so number 9 on my list is going to be Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue versus Golden Frieza. This is made by Exceed. It's an absolutely incredible statue, a grail bot considered by many. Very rare and hard to get because of the low edition size, which I forget how many is made. But I know it's like under a few hundred. The Vegeta sculpt is perfect, looks just like him. He has that sinister smile because he just punched Frieza in the stomach. You have the blue hair, awesome costume from the movie. Golden Frieza looks amazing. He's mid-air, getting punched. The base is awesome. Does include a little damaged Goku who got beamed by Frieza. There's a water effect as well. I just took it off so I could fit this here. And that statue actually is meant to go with this as well as like an additional companion piece, which I like how they did that. But this is just an amazing statue. It looks incredible. Such a cool scene. And it's Vegeta when he's in his blue form, which is just awesome. So definitely had to make my top 10 at number 9. Number 8 on my list is going to have to be the Vegeta versus Imperfect Cell Form 2 by VKH. This is one statue I searched years to get. When I first saw it, I wanted it so bad. And when I eventually got it, I was just so happy. I loved the pose, the look in Vegeta's face, how Cell is just looking down. He's super surprised that Vegeta just owned him. He just turned into Super Vegeta, so he's super buff. It looks like it just came straight out of the anime. You know, great sculpt and paint job. the base, everything about it fits perfect in a detolf. It just looks amazing, and I love that scene. It was so freaking cool. So I had to make my top 10 at number 8. Number 7 on my list is going to have to be the Vegeta Vegeta versus Zarbon. I wouldn't put it at the top of the list because of the detail. I do think the detail lacks, the paint job lacks. However, the scene choice and the design and concept of this statue is what makes it so freaking good. I love the underbase, the Frieza spaceship, how it has the water back there because they were against a lake, it has Krillin and Bulma, the Namek themed base, and then him punching monster Zarbon right in the stomach before he killed him. Huge statue, by the way. Awesome Vegeta head sculpt. Overall, pretty good paint and sculpt all around, just not amazing. But the entire look of this statue, when you look at it, it's just so badass. I freaking love it. It definitely is incredible to look at. You know, when you get super close, you're not going to see extreme textures and all that, like some of the newer design stuff. But just looking at it, it looks cooler than 99% of the statues out there, you know, that keep coming out. This just looks amazing. Can't wait to add the Ofobito Gohan versus Dodoria to the right of that. That'll just look so cool. But this one is just amazing, and this is a prototype as well. So this definitely had to make my list at number 7, best Vegeta statues. Number 6 on my list is going to be the VKH Vegeta vs. Boo. I still remember seeing pictures to this in the email he sent out, and I was so excited. It literally just made my day. And I still remember getting it in hand, how amazing it was. I liked it so much I bought a second Vegeta. I've since sold that since I got to Sume. But this Vegeta is absolutely amazing. Massive diorama. You got the boys back there. Vegeta. He did come with 2 aura effects. But I specifically want this one. I did add this as well. There's the COA. That's the older big COA. I added that Bibbidi. It's not part of it. Boost is huge. Looks great. Very vibrant. Good pink color. Like how his cape is going up. He's just flying back. Shooting out of him. You got this penis head. But I don't know how they could have done that better. But it's huge. You know, this thing is over 2 feet long. I wouldn't say it's truly 1/6. It's slightly smaller because they probably don't want to make it too big, but it blends in good enough with 1/6 that it's not that noticeable like some other ones. Like, I'd say it's 1/6.5, not 1/7, but in between 1/6 and 1/7. And it does have an awesome light up function as well, which I do have it connected to my system. So you just press that and boom, there's a light up. Doesn't light up the entire thing, but it does a good enough job lighting it up, you know, at the front and back of Boo. But to me, this is an absolute must-have statue. Love it to death. Love the scene. Super, super sick. You know, you get the full diorama with all these characters in it. So definitely had to make my list. Number 6. Number 5 on my list is going to be the KD Vegeta Sacrifice. Now, this does not have a perfect Vegeta sculpt. I think the head sculpt is definitely off. It's probably like a 60% Vegeta. However, the actual body sculpt and the base, the exploding Boo, the scene choice, the clouds, the detail and everything else truly makes this an absolutely amazing statue. And still one of KD's best statues to date. It is very much a copycat of Tsume Vegeta in many, many ways. You have the black underbase, clouds, rocks, and then aura, just like Tsume Vegeta. This one's slightly different aura, the way it's designed, plus there's lots of rocks inside of it. Obviously different pose. It is hard, I would think, to capture Vegeta's likeness in this pose, but it is definitely off. It did come with an additional head sculpt. However, when you put it on the body, there is a nasty, nasty seam line right there. So I never display it because of that. Tons of battle damage with like very good blood. Textured outfit looks awesome. Cloud effects look great. The aura looks good. It does have a light up feature, and you have this exploding Boo, which you can display or cannot. I like displaying it with it, but it does come with an option to put a rock there if you don't want to do that. Did come with this nice art print, as well as a nice COA. That's his face right before he did this. Overall, I love this statue to death, though. Even with its faults, it's still absolutely phenomenal. So definitely made my top 10. So this is number 5 on the list. Number 4 on the list is going to have to be the MRC Goku versus Vegeta. So I also included this one in the Goku one, but of course this is also a Vegeta statue. So we're going to focus mostly on this Vegeta, which I absolutely love. I think it's one of the best sculpted Vegeta statues out there. The face is just absolutely amazing. Texture detail throughout. The armor looks really, really well done. And the pose is super, super sick. It truly is an absolutely amazing statue. It had to make my list. So there you have it. Number 4 best Vegeta statue. Number 3 on my list is going to have to be the J. Ross Vegeta life-size bust. I absolutely love the tournament scene where he blew up half the crowd. He did this pose. It's super sick. And having it in a life-size was always a dream of mine. And I was super happy when J. Ross took my advice, made it this style, and did a absolutely phenomenal sculpt and paint job. So you got first let's check out that COA. Pretty cool looking COA. Nothing special, your typical DBZ COA. It's not metal like Tsume. You have the Bobbity ship as his base, to represent, there was the Bobbity ship, like this type of look at the tournament, 'cause that's how they got transported there. So simplistic base, nothing huge. It's not very big. The one nice thing about this bust is it doesn't take up a ton of space. So the base is a nice complement, nothing special. Of course, this is his armor from when he was in Majin. Great texture detail. Very, very nice. Skin texture as well. See that? Skin texture. Great sculpt. I do think the skin tone's slightly too dark on like his shoulders and neck area. The face looks really good, but it is slightly too dark right there. No doubt. The face sculpt is pure money, though. That is 100% Majin Vegeta. Sinister smile. Great detail. The veins. The hair. It goes back quite a bit. They did fully sculpt the hair and the neck, and then the bust just cuts off in the back. But it's an absolutely amazing bust. Truly a grail. Limited to 50, and I got number 10. So it's a very low edition size, and the value has skyrocketed 4x the original price. It's just so hard to get, but such a good compliment to Tsume Vegeta that those who do own it never want to sell it. Even other creators have tried to copy and create a similar style bust, but I don't think any will come close to the masterpiece that J. Ross created. So yeah, this for me, number 3. This is not truly life-size, but I think it is close enough. Alrighty, let's go to number 2. Number 2 favorite Vegeta statue in my collection is going to have to be this MRC life-size Vegeta bust. This thing is an absolute monster. It is 3 feet tall. Mostly due to that hair. The hair is so tall, but even still the base, the width, you can see him next to that 1/4 scale Predator, which is a very large piece on its own. It's 28 inches tall. But this life-size Vegeta is just a monster. He barely fits on this half Detolf. You have this incredible base where you have this very just silver gray tone. You have the MRC logo, Dragon Ball Z, the Saiyan Prince Vegeta logo. That's a removable plaque. You have the Shenron Dragon coming around. I like how they did black eyes. That looks cool. Eating the 1-star Dragon Ball. He does have light up. You just have to remove the mouth to use it, which is incredibly inconvenient, so I never use it. But I love the base. The base is phenomenal. One of the best bust bases I have, actually. I think it's incredibly genius, and I love it. I'd just get rid of that MRC logo. Like I said in the Goku video, I'm not a fan of the company putting their logo on the statue itself. So the base is amazing. Next, you go to the actual Vegeta sculpt himself. So you got a lot of body, a lot of shoulder, the entire head. And the really nice thing is this is not like a half bust where they cut basically half this off and this is nothing. They actually sculpted his entire head and the back part down to his shoulder. So I love how they sculpted the entire thing and didn't cut it off like my other Vegeta bust by J. Ross. That one, they cut it off in the back, so it's not a true bust. Or even like those busts, they cut them in half on the shoulders and the back. The detail is incredible. Love the skin texture, the paint job, the smirk. The likeness is 100% Vegeta. The body armor has incredible sculpt, texture, amazing paint apps. The only flaw one could truly see in this, outside of the MRC logo, is the fact he is a scouter. I like the scouter. I think it looks cool and it's very detailed. However, it is inaccurate in this armor, so that is a big no-no. And technically, this is oversized. This is more than life size. This is like 1.5 to 1. It is so freaking big. And Vegeta standing 5'3", 5'4", this is way too big, without a doubt. So, but nevertheless, I think it's a phenomenal sculpt. I still absolutely love it and think it's one of the best Vegeta statues out there. Comes in at number 2 for me. If I had the true MRC life-size bust, that would be number 1, hands down. But just owning the bust, it is not my favorite in the collection. It is number 2, though. I think it's an absolute grail, and I love it. And I love how I have it with that Vegeta like that. I think it looks so sick. All right, let's get to number 1. And I'm sure pretty much every one of you that watched this knew what number 1 was going to be. That is right. It is Tsume Vegeta. Not only is it the best Vegeta statue, but it is the best Dragon Ball Z statue made. This is an absolute grail of all grails for Dragon Ball Z fans. It is a perfectly executed, flawless statue. The best sculpt, paint app, design, light up function I've ever seen for Dragon Ball Z. So first you have this awesome little black underbase with a really nice Dragon Ball Z logo. Even the logo itself is much higher quality than any unlicensed Dragon Ball Z statue out there. Then the base has this incredibly realistic gravel, dirt, sand effect integrated with clouds, and you can see that even on the clouds itself has that like gravel dirt. It's swirling around. Then you have this incredible aura effect. It's both see-through, yellow, orange, all different types of colors, and it looks incredible. The light up with it is so amazing. So the base itself is a perfect 10. Vegeta himself, absolutely phenomenal sculpt, right down to the boots. The battle damage, the texture used is perfect. The face sculpt is absolute just money. Love the color of the Super Saiyan hair. The muscular anatomy is just phenomenal. The pose is so amazing. Such an epic scene when he did this attack against Boo. And it really just is the best Vegeta statue, hands down. It comes with a COA art print, another COA, and it has the sickest light up ever with sound. So this is connected to my system where it makes this awesome little synchronized sound, as you can see. The lighting, never seen another statue do this. I've seen pulsating, but nothing synchronized with sound. It's just too epic, too epic. Right when he's about to shoot. Boom! Boom! Just shot at Boo. Just like that. Yeah, this to me really is the true grail of all Vegeta statues. Nothing comes close. There's a few that have attempted to come at it. You have the Prime 1 Vegeta, but that's insane armor, but that's not even remotely as good. This is miles, leagues better in every possible way. And then there's also the KD Collectibles Majin Vegeta where he's at the tournament from that scene. However, this is still miles and leagues better in my opinion in the sculpt and paint and everything about it. So this is truly the grail of all grails for Vegeta fans. If you're a Vegeta fan like me, where I consider Vegeta the greatest character ever created of all universes, Marvel, DC, any movie, any video game, Vegeta is number 1 for me. And so this statue is a true grail, one of my favorite statues in the collection, and hands down the best Vegeta statue ever created. Anyone that disputes that is a complete fool. and just hasn't seen it in person either. So let me know your thoughts. Which Vegeta statue do you like the most? I mean, outside Tsukuyomi Vegeta, of course. But I hope you all enjoyed this video of the best Vegeta statues out there. So many awesome statues. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.